saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run it with Jacobs. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Check it back. Check 24, check 24. Flip it. Go back, we got motion. Back up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Down. 60 or. Hey, it's time now. Hey, let's go. It's time to come across. You, hey, wahoo. Jack. Check 3. Greystone travel. Buzz. Mike 51. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Watch the slats.
Go. Mike 50.
Off play action. Costello. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
It's a party now. Let's go.
Throwing again. Costello. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you.
Check. Cross. Hey, zoom.
Check the hot read. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
You're out. Now.
They'll try the left side. Evans. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Hey, let's get there. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm scared. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Costello airing it out, looking for Rick. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Young. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Hey, check. Back. 45 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 26, check 26. He's crashing. He's checking.
And they just get the play off. Now Young escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go.
Go. Hey, orbit.
So that'll back them up 5.
Ready. Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, let's go. Time to crouch. Check back.
Bravo.
Hey, Mike 51. Watch the screen. 51's the mic. Pick it up, guys.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
General West. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Break.
51, Mike 51. You're trapped, you're trapped.
Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
On third down, Costello airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready? 15 line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Looking to throw. Costello. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Costello. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the set.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Blue Dan.
Hey, Charlie.
51, Mike 51.
Get it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Ready? 90.
They'll come out in the pistol from the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal.
Hey, Delta.
43's to Mike. 43's to Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Say go.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go. 51's the Mike, 51.
Clear.
Now watch one, watch one. Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Go, go, go.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike 99, Mike 99. I got it.
Bam.
Check hot route. Hot.
Line. Speed trip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No. 36.
from the shotgun. It's Young, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
To throw again, Young. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, here we go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
It's coming this way, here we go.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Topper. Spy.
Watch the out.
Check Mike, Mike.
Who there?
From the gun, Costello. And this is caught at the 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
218, chopper.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Check up.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it go.
Mike's 43. 43. Watch the screen. Delta. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
43 is the mic. Here we go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, echo. Mike 51. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. It's time to crash.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, Zoo.
Operating from the gun, Costello, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now 17-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
43. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yep.
The mic. Watch the
Hey, exit.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go, go.
Watch the run.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Costello. He completes it to Evans. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Safety's creeping. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
First down, Young. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw is Young. Going to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 22 yards there, a first down.
To Curtis Samuel. A gain of 22 yards.
54.
First down, Cardinals.
There you are. Anyway. Tighten up, tighten up. Go, go. Check screen. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Tight go. Under 10.
On first down, Moore. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Young now. This one caught by Isabella. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Arizona.
Down to lose one.
Young looks to throw on first down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, right side. Boyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yes, yes.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 99, Mike 99. Rip right, rip right.
Gone. Snap.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Shift, watch the shift.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's checking. Crash.
Check 61, matchbox lights. Deep grip.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 80 weapon. Hey, Delta.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. 51 the mic, boy, 51.
I smell fear in that offense. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Let's go, deep.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They're running it.
Hey.
You got motion man. You got motion man.
Hey, seam 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 3. Check.
You draw Corpus. Hit it.
Back to throw. Costello. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Smith.
2nd and 13. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Mike, 45. Watch the run.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
2nd and 5 now. Young. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. And the whole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch out. Watch out. Alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up in an offset eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Boyd. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm coming for you, Mike. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Set. 60 yards.
You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, echo. Now.
Hey, let's go. Come. 3 bucks.
Now.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Pick it up, G.
Hey, Zoo.
43 at the mark.
Ready?
On 4th down, Costello. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.